he gonna do it again? They're like, I don't know, Dennis is gonna sit there. It's gonna be a Mexican standoff. Dennis is just gonna walk up. What's going on? I don't even know what's going on. Like, Dennis just walked up and another player from Endpoint responded. So I think something... Oh, okay, never mind. It was Crucial DC. That's why. Okay, cool. Now they're gonna start 4v4. Good sportsmanship from both sides, actually. And in the end, Endpoint will probably win knife rounds. This actually will go down to Flames. And it'll be, well, Endpoint will pick CT side of Vertigo most likely, but we'll see what will occur. 2 seconds, it'll be a tech pause again. So just waiting for one of the players to get back, being Crucial. Crucial coming back in the server. So both Crucial... I'm not sure who else DC'd as well, but they're back in the server now as well. Team Endpoint. Looking to get the first win of the MDL season, I believe. And probably first win away from Thomas. You know, they want to get away from Thomas. You know, the Thomas era. Even though they probably appreciate him immensely. You know, he was a superstar for the team, but, you know, unfortunately, you know, good players can move on. You know, it does happen. And they have picked up a good quick replacement, which is even better. So, pistols coming up. Bunny Max with the smoke and the kit. Now, Surreal, he's got the frag grenade, smoke, and the flash. We've got 2 flashes on Molly on Speedy, a smoke and a Molly on Dennis, and a decoy on Diha. Now, Sprout playing it very slowly at the moment. Diha lurking on the B bomb site. Dennis holding, looking at B stairs. Dennis holding the spawn behind. They're just waiting for Endpoint to aggress. And at the moment, Endpoint have not aggressed. They're just stuck sticking 3 players at the A round, just trying to hold it. Speedy trying to find one of those players. Robin holding from Crane. Crucial holding alt from alt path. Holding A main. And they're going to Faven. Going to lose his head there as Mighty Max gets the initial kill on Faven. And Mighty Max moves back to Sandbags. And Dragonade is tagged by Dennis. Flames is a good pickup. Yeah, if you can replace Thomas, like, you know, it might take a bit of time, but if you can replace Thomas as, like, you know, the main fragger role, you know, Endpoint could still be in business. Like, Endpoint did very well last season in the Mountain Dew League. Like, they got into the playoffs, they got pretty deep. D-Hart takes down Surreal, and D-Hart, you gotta watch out for him. D-Hart's probably the main man that will punish a lot of these Endpoint players as they secure the B bomb side. Snatchy does take down Flames in the end. He's gonna check the B cubby area. He's actually spotted Robin as well, and Snatchy! Brutal! What a 4K by Snatchy. Just 1 Glock, 1 tap headshots, and first round goes to Sprout. Great work by Snatchy there. Just basically the retake crew was just essentially dragged down and shot in the head by Snatchy there. Force up comes from Endpoint. Deagle's coming out. Okay. So Galils and Scouts. 5 Deagles. Surreal. Very aggressive. Takes down D-Hart. That's a big pick. Surreal almost fragged back, but he is still alive. They can't secure that weapon. Frag grenade's brilliant from Robin. Beatty and Faven on very low HP. Mighty Max gets a second, and Surreal gets a third. And they might be able to get weapons here. That's what they're trying to do. Trying to throw a smoke down at the bottom of B stairs. And they're going to try and get some weapons here. They may recover a few weapons. They've got the bomb too. So they spotted the Galil. I don't think they spotted the AK that's been dropped. Smoke will be thrown at B stairs. Dennis might want to push the angle. There's a scout. I think there's another weapon as well. Robin's got the most health. He's got the helmet too. So just Galil is looking the goods on him. Dennis is hearing a lot of noise. Ooh. Praise through to smoke. Trying to get any sort of kill. The AK wasn't picked up. They don't know where the other weapons are. Yeah, the AK was picked up by Flames. And not given to him by Flames by Robin. So good work so far. Endpoint most likely going to win this round because now it's going to be on the back of Snatchy, who's lurking around, but he can't get into the A bomb site, and Endpoint have rotated a full team here. Yeah, they're not getting out of this one. This will be 2-0. It'll be 1-1 for Endpoint, and a very great round from Surreal and Mighty Max. Galil also picked up by Surreal. And, you know, Dennis and Snatchy can't do anything. Endpoint undoes Sprout at the B stairs. Great round. Like, amazing round. Like, you know, they lose the first pistols and they get, you know, 2 weapons out of it. And now they can just buy a utility to back this one up. Even though they don't have much money to go with it, Sprout don't either. They only have Deals, Tech Knives, Galils, and a Scout. Yeah, this is a very, very good, good win from Endpoint. You know, not only did they win a force fight, they also get weapons out of it as well. It's not like they 1 or 2 weapons, they got 3 weapons, Galils and AKs. Frag grenade being thrown in. And also, got to say, Robin threw a really good frag grenade as well that softened a few of the players up. You know, Speedy was on 48 health. Speedy with the Deagle. Ooh, Flames has been tagged. Speedy almost gets the second shot on towards Flames, and Flames will have to back off. Endpoint, hopefully Endpoint's, you know, doesn't undo all this good work by doing the same mistakes that Sprout did earlier. Robin on alt path, Speedy 1D, it finally gets D on Flames and 1D, so then the Beacon X player's gone. Robin gonna hold still, and Faven peeks out. Robin takes down Faven in the end, but Surreal's been tagged up as well. Crucial with the MP9, will take down D-Ho, who's lurking down at B stairs. Gotta be careful here, Speedy's still lurking, and Speedy has got the AK. So it can be thrown by Surreal, they don't know where the bomb is. Robin holding a bit closer now, he's heard Snatchy make a noise. Frag grenade being thrown in here. Snatchy potentially moving down to A main. Mighty Max doesn't know where Dennis is, whether or not Dennis is on the side or not. Speedy's actually looking from behind. This is magical. Speedy takes down one, trade out by Mighty Max, and Mighty Max somehow doing a really good job making sure to get spotted there, but in the end Dennis will win that duel. It'll be a 2v2, but it'll be the B defenders that have to quickly rotate. Snatchy will plant the bomb, and Crucial coming in from behind with the MP9. We'll have to do both here. Snatchy peeking out. Will he catch Crucial here? Don't think he will. Crucial can't be seen over the sandbags, and Crucial takes down Snatchy. Now it's just up to Dennis in a 1v2. Now, in the end, Dennis pops out of alternate path. Surreal making a rotation over from the bomb site. Surreal gonna hold the bomb, gonna fake defuse, gonna see if Dennis will give himself away, but Dennis does not. And Surreal might have to start thinking about it shortly. Surreal, will he go onto it? He will. Have to go onto it now. Surreal holding it. Will he be able to defuse it? That's the question. Dennis can't find it, and in the end, Dennis finds on the 0.5 of a second, and it'll be a round for Sprout, and Sprout do the exact same thing that Endpoint did to them earlier. But the problem is, like, Endpoint don't have the money to force up, and a timeout will be coming out for Endpoint. Like, what are they going to do in this scenario? Are they going to force up? So they go for a force up to MP9's free Deagles. I've got to say, like, you know, Endpoint and Sprout have been very, very good on the force buys. Like, you know, even with the Deagles, even with the MP9s, even with the, you know, the Scouts and stuff like that. P90 on Speedy as well, which is interesting. You don't see that P90 that much. Flashbang's getting thrown towards mid. I think Speedy might charge in with the P90 through B. Actually, he's walked for a molly as well. And the B defender's going off guard to Surreal. Flashbang goes in. Surreal's had generators. And I think they're going to find B side open. And Speedy might go down the P90. Surreal gets the opening kill. But I think Surreal will be heavily pressuring it. Goes for the 1D onto Faven. But Faven will clean it up. Rotation's coming through quickly. Crucial does take down Faven in the end. The Flames will be traded out. And Dennis has grabbed 2 already. And Dennis holding at generators. Molotov being thrown towards the generator area. He definitely heard Robin pick up the P90 from Speedy. I'm not sure how Robin got that, but Deha will rip it from his cold, dead hands. And Deha, well, he's got Mighty Max left over. Mighty Max takes down Snatch at the back of sight. Bomb's going to be planted at safe by Deha. And that's going to put the pressure onto Mighty Max. And Deha just pops out from safe. Puts a third round on the board for Sprout. So Endpoint, they gambled and they lost on that force buy. They went for the timeout. They're like, okay, we're going to go for the gamble. So once again, Eco coming in for Flames. Flames is being very aggressive to Tico, but they guessed it. They were figuring that one out. Funnily enough, though, even though they won around Sprout, they are all saving with Glocks. You know, they feel like they've got enough weapons to take this side. They know that Endpoint's on the Eco. So you can see here, Dha and Speedy, like, you know, have bought bare minimum weapons. Mighty Max goes down. Dha with the USB takes down Crucial. And this is like a pistol round to Sprout. Dha's already got 2, picks up the AK. And I don't think Endpoint had expected this. They would have been like, hang on, like they should have, you know, Mac 10s at least. And Sprout have decided not to buy the Mac 10s. You know, this is interesting for Sprout. They don't elect to buy the Mac 10s because they get the Galil, AK, and Mac 10. But in the end, they win the round. And that allows Dennis and, you know, Dha to buy better, like, you know, a lot of better weapons and buy weapons for their teammates as well. And the orb comes out from Dha straight onto Snatchy. And I think, you know, what do you guys think about that strategy? You know, what do you guys think about it? Like, you know, I think it's pretty, you know, could it be used in pro play where they get the pistols out for the anti Eco? Or is it too much of a 50-50 kind of thing where you're like, you know, oh, you want to farm the economy? Like, you know, maybe you want to get the anti Eco. But at the same time, you know, you got to realize that Endpoint have been pretty good on those 4 spies, but Endpoint have brought up with 4 M4s and a FAMAS. Like, I'm going to the point of being like, you know, it's probably better to farm the Mac 10s. But, you know, in that instance, you got a Mac 10, a Galil, and a AK. You don't need much else, considering they knew Endpoint was an Eco and couldn't force up into Deagles. But hey, it worked out for Sprout. Dha on the edge of the stairs, just waiting for the jump peak so it can take out, I think it's the B anchor being Surreal. It is. Flashbang's thrown out by Faven. Molotov going to be thrown by Dha, expecting Surreal to be at back of sight. Surreal might go down on 46 HP. Flames rotated over, and Dha might be able to get both players in the end, but in the end, Snatchy trying to help out his Polish teammate. Can't get it done. Molotov being thrown in as well. And Faven now approaching onto the A bomb site. Looking towards alt path. Faven has been spotted out. Snatchy doesn't turn Surreal. So a 2-for-2 trade in the end. But however, two of them happened on the A bomb site. Bomb is being rotated across to the B bomb site. And Crucial using the B connector. Catches Dennis not looking. And Crucial getting a very important kill. Almost crucial, you may say. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Flashbang getting thrown over. And, well, Snatchy's going to blind himself. Crucial holding the entrance to the side. Dodges the flash. He might be able to win this round here. Dha loses the bomb. And Crucial keeps the bomb in his possession. He's going to hide on the side. Snatchy takes out Robin. But Crucial with the trade. And a free K. And a very important free K in the win. Crucial killing all the 3 remaining players of Sprout. And Endpoint get number 2 on the board. It's been a real back and forth affair between both teams. Like, real big back and forth affair. You know, both teams winning buys that they should have no business winning. And vice versa. 3 AKs and an AWP for the Galil. UMPs, MP9s, and M4s. Sprout actually have a better buy than Endpoint despite losing the round. And Crucial, a beautiful pick on Dennis and weapons being recovered. Is this casual? Like, you know, I'm going to say, I think the teams, Sprout and Endpoint, like, are better with their, like, 4 spies. Like, you know, how winning against, you know, awful scenarios. They're maybe practicing that a lot. You know, with the Deagles and the Scouts and stuff like that. Then the actual buys, which is a bit crazy if you think about it. Where the teams have more chances of winning by 4 spies. Because, in fact, I think it's about 70% or 66.6%. 2/3 of the, ooh. Having some frames dropping. That's not good. Let's get back onto the game. But, you know, 66, you know, 2/3 of the chances, you know, have been pretty good. That's not a nice word to say. Speedy gets the opening kill. Faven takes down Surreal, and that's the B bomb site opened up. Molotov being thrown in. Dha takes down Mighty Max. Dha takes down Robin. And now it's just Crucial. Oh, Crucial in a 1v4. Crucial can do this. But the problem is that Crucial does not have a rifle beside him. He only has the AWP. If he's able to find a rifle, maybe his teammates are saying, okay, all the players are tagged. And if they say all the players are tagged, maybe he has an idea. Like, just a sense. Snatchy does take down Speedy. Oh, Snatchy, sorry. Crucial takes down Speedy. But Crucial, he's been heard now. Dha should have an easy time knocking him out with the Galil. And they pick up another AWP. I'm not sure if Dha's going to keep that AWP in the end. He keeps the Galil instead. Oh, you meant to say they play like it's nothing. Okay, you weren't meant to say the K word, right? Okay, cool. Yeah, I was being like, okay, what the hell? Like, why are you saying that, you know, mean term of phrase? Because if you don't know what it is, like if you can Google the term, you can see why I told you like, oh, why are you saying like that, man? D-Hard with the Khalil, Dennis from behind. What happened to them? They picked up Flames over top. Like Thomas left the team, going to Envy, I believe. But it's just, it's generally that, you know, sometimes when you lose one of your big playmakers, your new player Flames, he's got to really fulfill in the shoes of Thomas, and it does take a good time getting used to it. Like, you guys got to realize, like, you know, like, Endpoint, yeah, they were good, but then you lose your main playmaker. It's like taking Ronaldo out of Real Madrid, okay? Like, you know, you gotta, you know, maybe you can't find a player to replace him, essentially, because he's one-of-a-kind player. And I'm just saying that as an example for Thomas, basically. Flames has been an amazing standard for many teams, yeah, and he can have a bad game as well. Like, you know, that sort of thing. Like, you know, people have been telling me that Flames is a very, very good player. And maybe he's just having a bad game of Vertigo, as Faven should get a 3k, but he doesn't. Crucial will sneak up that 8k, and they'll probably run away with it. Like, sometimes the players just have a bad game, you know? Dennis looking for the weapons. Might be able to take off Crucial's 8k, he does. Is this a scrimmage? No, it isn't. It's a league game. Basically, the winner, you know, it's a league, and you want to be in the top 8 before it passes by. Mighty Max is scrounged up an AWP. He knows Dennis is nearby. So Dennis holding the edge. Mighty Max fires a shot, and Speedy leaves the Glock, takes down Mighty Max, and that all snatches will be saved. So basically what happens is that every team plays every team once in the Mountain Dew League, and the top 8 teams play for a playoff spot. So we first be 8th, 7th be 2nd, and all that stuff, and that's the playoffs, and it's a double elimination bracket. So there's a lower bracket, essentially. And that's the main changes, just in case you guys are wondering. So this game is serious, like probably a big game given the fact that it's against Sprout, and Sprout's most likely going to be a team in the top 8. Flames takes down Dennis. He spots another player going through ult pipe. He doesn't know who it is, but he's going to creep through the smoke. Robin, beautiful, takes down D-Hard. I think Snetchy will try and clean up, but he cannot. Robin is just hiding through the smoke, and he might take down Speedy as well, but he doesn't. Just has to reload at the final moment. I have no idea. I think the guys at Endpoint TV might have a better idea whether or not this will be a long-term thing or not. Mate, what's the standing of both Sprout and Endpoint? It's the start of the season so far. It's the first, second weeks. And I think this is Sprout's first game, and I think it might be Endpoint's first game. So, you know, it's the start of the season, but you still want to beat these teams because this is a big matchup for Endpoint. Because they will most likely play Sprout in the playoffs. Like, most likely, like, you know, when we get to, like, week 8 or week 9 where the season's ending, you know, it's most likely the playoff matchup could be between Endpoint and Sprout. And their position, like, this game could matter. Let's just say Endpoint win this game, and Sprout and Endpoint are on the same ladder standings. Endpoint will be below Sprout by that, you know, by that default. End already lost 2 games? Really? Maybe I'm not paying attention to the schedule. Ooh, Speedy takes down Flames, but Mighty Max with a quick trade. I don't think Endpoint have played at all this season. Oh, they had. They played on Tuesday. They lost 2 games against Hellraisers and Game of Legion. Okay, didn't see that. So, yeah. But you know, it's not, you know, trying to stop a losing streak. To be fair, Game of Legion had picked up one of the better British players from. I'm a bit surprised that Endpoint couldn't secure him, and King Mezzi. To be fair, like, Mezzi's been really, really good. Like, I don't think 16-8's harsh, given how good Mezzi's been recently in Game of Legion. And you know, Endpoint have lost Thomas, you know, at the same time. Hellraisers have been looking pretty good as well. Like, you know, they almost lost to Nexus, but they were very, very good in stopping that comeback. Yeah, exactly. Should Endpoint get better than Game of Legion a day? I think, you know, they should on paper slightly, you know, without Thomas. But Game of Legion is good because Mezzi's been really firing up. And I feel like there's a big young player on the rise there. Losing a player, what I'm saying is here, like, as Endpoint trade out 3-for-1, is that Thomas was the main playmaker for that team, like, you know, for Endpoint. And, like, you know, it's losing, like, one of your core players and your core star players as well, as it's a 3v2 at the moment with Endpoint v Sprout. Dennis picks off Surreal. Surreal's on, like, 2 health anyway, is playing anti-flash. And it's going to quick rotate to the B-bomb site. Flames holding the edge. It feels like a player stuck through. Smoke has been thrown in. I don't think they expect Flames in this area. Flames has been dinked. Trying to go for the pre-fire. Ducks down for the flash. Throws another smoke to the left. Might take on Dennis on this angle, but he does not. Dennis doesn't burn, but he lurks in the smoke to take down Mighty Max. I don't think Flames will be looking towards, but Flames will be quick. Switch to 4 from the board. Picks up an AK. And Endpoint on 4. Like, I'm not saying it's an excuse. I'm saying you got to consider, like, the fact they have lost a player. Like, you get what I mean? Like, you got to consider they have lost a player. Like, I'm not saying it's a reason why they're losing, you know. I'm just saying, you know, it's a reason why they're not, you know, as strong as they usually are. It's because they have lost a player. And, like, you got to realize, like, a lot of these scenarios in CSGO, it's a lot of the 1%ers where a person checks a certain angle at a certain time that makes, like, big differences and stuff like that. And players who are better at the aim duel as Sprout or into Eco. Yeah, exactly. You got to give them some time, too. But, you know, of course, let's just say down the track, let's say 2 months down the track, and, you know, they haven't improved that much, then Cerebro has a big point. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, but you have a big point as D-Hard takes down Mighty Max. Frag grenade being thrown in. But they definitely do need to get some practice into their players. Snatchy picks up the MP9. Now D-Hard looking for the wall bangs. Now Robin has been pushed off the angle. Robin's in a really, really terrible situation. He's going to pop a flash out. Pops a flash. D-Hard still holding the angle, and D-Hard will go down, and I don't think he expected that. Hellraisers have got a good team, like I say. Game and Legion have got a pretty decent team too. Like, I think a lot of the teams in the Tier 2, Tier 3 region of Europe can beat each other on any given day. Robert takes down Faven through the smoke. Like, I gotta say now, Flourish. Robin gets the third kill. Now, might get the 4th. Not even chasing the ace here, and he is chasing the ace. Got Speedy, but taken out by Speedy. Speedy ends the ace. I'd say Flourish has really turned a new leaf. Like, Flourish has become a really good player on the Hellraisers. And Endpoint get number 5 on the board on the CT side. I was going to say, Endpoint are recovering this game very well. Like, very, very well at the moment. Okay. We'll see if Endpoint can take a game. You know, they're taking it to Sprout at the moment. That's the main thing. They are taking it to Sprout. 5 AKs. 4 M4s and an AK on Flames. I'm going to say now, maybe 16-8 you can say, like, yeah, that's not good. But, you know, as long as they get really close to some of these teams, you know, one time, you know, it could happen. You know, it could happen. They could turn a game on its head. Like, I do like Endpoint. Like, you know, I do like a good UK team. I'm Australian, but, you know, I have UK, you know, ancestry. I'm going to say. Irish and English. And they've been one of my probably favourite teams to watch. And, well, Faven, good spray control onto Mighty Max. Mighty Max does take down Snatchy in the end. Dennis looking for the rotating players. Checking through middle. And it's just going to be crucial on his own. Smoke's going to be thrown onto the A-bomb site. Who is Thomas replacing? I have no idea. Unfortunately. Crucial hiding between the smokes. Probably a good idea for Crucial to do this. Just in case they're playing on the side. Diaz checking the angles. He feels like someone is hiding within the smokes. Frag grenade being thrown in. Crucial has been tagged up. The main reason why they're doing this is because they can't find Crucial on the site. Crucial's going to hit a bomb being planted. Flashbang being thrown in. And Crucial looking at the angles. And then Crucial. Surreal takes down Speedy. Faven on the site. Takes down Surreal. And that's just Crucial left over. And Crucial, he knows on the site. Crucial tags up one. He's looking for D-Har. He knows D-Har's at sandbags. And Dennis is going to just... might even get the knife out. Gets the gun out. Puts 7th on the board for Sprout. Five AKs, 4 Deagles and an M4 on Endpoint. Ooh, did Faven spot the player jumping across Crane? D-Har looking towards Catwalk. Oh, no, so stairs, sorry. They know Endpoint have done this on their eco rounds, where they play a player really close up on stairs to try and snag their weapon away. Sprout looking towards... I'm not sure what's up. I think they're going to the B bomb site near. Yeah, they are. Dennis getting ready to Molotov. Flashbang as well. And Diaz going to throw a Molotov onto the stairs and a flashbang. Trying to get into this B bomb site. There's 2 players on the B bomb site. They're trying to zero in on Crucial. Quick frag grenade going over, and Crucial take a bit of damage from that. No frag grenade being thrown towards the back of site. Now Speedy's going to throw a Molotov to the right, and I spotted one on the catwalk to the left. Surreal watches the flash over, goes to the site. I think Sprout might end up trying to go to the A bomb site. Smoke gives Crucial an idea to go through. The Eagle's being spammed through. Surreal can't get a headshot to connect. Another Molotov being thrown in. Sprout might have to commit at this point. And Crucial may have seen the shoulder of Faven. So he does it in the end. He does wallbang Faven, but he gets smashed in return, but he's still alive. Is this T-sided? Yes, Vertigo is slightly T-sided. But Endpoint are doing a really good job so far, not losing any of their players at the moment. And they might rotate to an A here. Snatchy has crushed it. He knows where the boost is. He knows where the other players. He doesn't check it. And Flames will be able to knock him out. Bomb can be chucked down towards Catwalk. Dennis nails Flames. And now it's just the last play in Mighty Max. And Mighty Max is just being thrown off the spot. Flashbang getting thrown over. They're going to get the plant on the site. Fake plant goes in. Mighty Max tries to stop it, but the real plant goes out now. And Sprout very smart with the fake plant. Like, that was very, very smart to get Mighty Max to commit and try to stop the planter. Now, Diha will take down Surreal in the end. And Crucial left by his lone. So I think Crucial might be able to snatch a gun. He knows where Snatchy is. I haven't seen Sprout play much on, on Vertigo. But we'll see. We will see. Flashbangs being thrown in and smokes as well. Endpoint with a full eco. AK's being sprayed in. No damage done so far. Oh, Diha catches Surreal from behind. Molotov can be thrown in. Diha trying to get his teammate to guard. Dennis does take down one, but in the end, Crucial. He gets 2 to Deagle, but traded out by Diha. Now Speedy looking towards the A side. Just creeping in. Robin has no idea where anyone is. He's only got a P2000. However, there's been 2 players from Sprout who have been dead in middle. And Robin will pick up the AK there in a 1v3 scenario. Bomb. Ooh. Gotta be careful with that bomb because, Robin could be a bit quick here. But Snatcher just checking all the angles, making sure Robin isn't hiding. Robin can dismantle the bomb in translation. And that'll be really, really horrible in this scenario, given that let's just say they take Snatcher down after, double peek Robin potentially. Snatchy plant the bomb. At default. Who picked first? But this is a BO1. So Sprout should get number 9 here. Robin has saved an AK for the final round. I'm Jose UKCSGO today. If you guys enjoyed the stream so far, you can follow me on Twitch. You can also follow me on Twitter as well. I'll give you guys an update on what games I'll be casting. And Sprout will get number 9 on the board. Also, you got to be careful with those stats, guys. 100% got to be careful with those stats. Given the fact that, it could be against lesser opponents. Big Vertigo being picked. You got to check the teams that Endpoint have versed. Always a big thing. Always a big thing that catches people out. I can tell you that now. Is they go, oh, Endpoint's done this. It's like, nah, you got to dig in. Like, as an analysis, you got to dig in who they've done it to. Like, you see some of the analysis be like, oh yeah, but they only did this to teams, that have been below them. Frag grenade's being thrown in. Orb shot rings out. Faven has been spotted. And, oh god. The frag grenade almost nails Faven, but Faven backs off. It only takes half the damage he would have taken if he went through it. Surreal, he's been flashed off the angle. Another frag grenade being thrown in. D-House tagged up as well. And it's good utility usage so far by Endpoint. But will it be a one done? Good Well, Flames goes down, almost takes down Dennis. Now D-Hart walking onto the B stairs. He's checking the B bomb site. In fact, Endpoint are peeling off the B bomb site. Surreal. Now Speedy at B connect. The smoke's going to be thrown in towards the entrance. Dennis is going to pick it back up. I think they're looking towards the B side, given the fact that D-Hart has progressed so much into the side. And he might be able to rip the defenders apart, because they might not be looking for D-Hart. Because D-Hart's in between the smokes, and the flashbang will be thrown up behind D-Hart. But D-Hart has taken Robin, taken out Surreal, and he knows the players in the B connect area. And D-Hart's gonna... What is this, man? Oh, D-Hart's taken 3 players, and now it's just Money Max in a 1v3. It's just at this point, it's just D-Hart. Like, D-Hart is just very, very good at the game. Like, he's just got an incredible aim. Like, D-Hart, his aim's just incredible. Like, this is the big thing. Like, you know, with Sprout, you gotta take D-Hart. Like, if you want to beat Sprout, you have to take D-Hart out of that game. Like, you gotta get him out of the game. Because he's just incredible. Like, when D-Hart's in rhythm, he's just unstoppable. Like, literally unstoppable. Like, I saw him... I think it was against Endpoint on Train. And D-Hart just... I think he won a 1v3 or 1v4 at one point. And he just annihilated everyone on the side. Like, literally, like, there was a... I think it was Thomas coming out from Z Connector. And, it was on Train. And D-Hart just whacked, you know... He got hit by Thomas on the shoulder, then bam, this quick snap, Thomas's head went clean off. It's just, you know. Weird guy. Jeez. Oh, hey, come on. Come on, don't be that guy. Don't be that guy. Why isn't Thomas playing? He's most likely going to Envy, as far as I know. Most likely going to Envy. Envy have shown interest to him, and I think, you know, could be confirming, could be going to Envy. We'll say what Endpoint says, man. Like, Endpoint know the IDs, I don't know the IDs. Like, he maybe could be going to Envy or something like that. Yeah, Envious, yeah, exactly. They're called Envy, but, you know, Envious, yep. Maybe. That's what people suggested, I guess, what they've alleged. We don't know it until it happens, okay? So here we go. Pistols coming up, 2 flashes. Ooh, crucial. Takes down D-Hart. That's a big, big hit. He has a higher ceiling in D. Like, Thomas is a, you know, man for great things. Fragment being thrown into the bomb site. Crucial has been hit. I'm pretty alright, Skilly. How are you, man? Smoke, get me thrown at the entrance. I gotta say, great entry by Endpoint. Crucial on the side. That's safe. Takes down Speedy as well. Crucial's having an absolute pearl of a round. Threaded out by Snatchy, however, through the flash. Dennis can't get on the bomb and no, he can go on the bomb. And they gotta go for the defuse. Dennis trying to hold on to it. And Dennis has been snapped in half. And Robin grabs the extra 2 kills. And Flames takes down the diffuser. No right, Satan. Sorry, I swallowed my spit there. Ugh. And Endpoint, we get round number 6. And a great pistol round from Endpoint there. Like, great shot from Crucial. Like, that was ironically enough the crucial shot as he took out D-Hart with the 1-tap from the Glock. So not only did he take down D-Hart, D-Hart all the utility on him as well. Flashbang thrown in. Flames takes down Faven. I like how Mate links my native Pepe, which is the upside down Pepe frog. Since I'm Australian. So it can be thrown in. Endpoint. Molotov being thrown towards Dennis's location. Dennis is going to burn. They might hear that. It's actually been tagged up. Flames is waiting for Dennis to approach in. And Flames able to nail it. D-Hart trades out Surreal though. Hayden? I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Don't even. I'm getting worried. Crucial plants a bomb at default. Mighty Max takes down Snatchy. Flashbang goes in. They know D-Hart is in this little corner, and Crucial with the 1-tap. Put 7 on the board for Endpoint. Endpoint win the anti-eco. The first half was a bit back and forth. I'm not sure if I can even do that, man. But we'll see. Hope you guys in chat having a great day at the moment. You got the dude. I gotta say now, Vegemite is very delicious. Okay, very delicious. It's basically oversold caramel. When Snatchy has tagged up Flames, Flames shouldn't be letting Snatchy get away with free damage day. He's almost one dink away from potentially losing his weapon, and Snatchy might be able to recover it. D-Hal's got his Deagle. We've got 3 HE grenades as well. Molotov's gonna be thrown in. Full utility on Endpoint. They got some UMP, some MAC 10s, and 3 AKs, and they're just gonna drill into the site. Ooh, D-Hal's gonna be kept. D-Hal does one dig to real, and he also was almost sconed. And Speedy trades out, takes down a Crucial in the end. Another scone incoming through, potentially. No Kobe though. Actually, I think Flames were hit by that frag grenade. Molotov being thrown in, and Robin farming extra kills. Ooh, Flames didn't have his weapon out, and Robin will go down because of it. The bomb's been dropped. Now, smoke's going to be thrown to the right side. This allows Faven to hide into that smoke. Now, Mighty Max, they've got to get to the bomb. They don't have much time to play with. Mighty Max looking towards B connector. Supposed to be thrown to the opposite side of generator. That they feel that Faven might just be at this angle. Bomb's been picked up. They defeat Snatchy. They don't know where Faven is, but they swat the foot. It'll be an 8th round for Endpoint. And Mighty Max was flying the bomb. So Endpoint making a bit of comeback here against Sprout. Flashbang being thrown out. 4 AKs and all. 4 M4s and all. D-Hal and Dennis both on the B bomb site. Flashbang's being thrown in actually. Speedy trying to go for a wall bang. I don't think he realizes the Endpoint have pushed in already. Now Speedy gonna throw a frag grenade towards A main. Does no damage. I'm actually a bit shocked it did no damage. There's a whole bunch of players there. And, you know, once again, getting ready for an execute. Yeah, exactly, Noobage. Like I was gonna say now, like it's probably the product is cheaper than the delivery. Molotov can be thrown in towards the back of site. Flashbang goes up. Crucial's been legged. And it's got onto the site somehow. Flames being mollied off. He can't get onto the site. He can't get through alt path. Bomb's gonna be planted by Mighty Max. I heard the fake plant. Actually, he's gonna really plant it now. And Faven takes down one. Now, Mighty Max will take a bit of Molotov damage, but he gets the bomb plant. It'll be a 4v5 retake, 4v5 hold. Surreal and Mighty Max on really low HP. Bomb ticking away. They've got a kit on Speedy. Deep frag does damage Flames. Mighty Max just trying to look for any little gap, and Surreal's actually grabbed 2 in the end. Now, Surreal, can he grab any more? Surreal's grabbed the 3rd. Mighty Max trades out, takes down Speedy. And Mighty Max may have... No, not Mighty Max. Surreal may have changed this round around on its head. And Endpoint get 9 on the board. Great plant from Mighty Max and great hold by Surreal. Surreal on the bomb site. Grabs 2. Is taken out. He grabbed 1 early on in the round, but you know, that 2k there. Mighty Max takes down Faven. Can he get any more though? Being tagged up by a few pistols. Robin takes down Snatchy. Molotov can be thrown in. D-Hal just waiting for someone to approach through stairs. You know what I've noticed recently? There's been no speed boosts. There's been no big speed boosts towards the B bomb side. I'm actually a bit surprised about that. By Endpoint, you know? By Endpoint or Sprout. And Surreal takes down Speedy. And Endpoint are going to win 5 rounds in a row, most likely at the moment. 5 rounds. So, Robin lurking around. Robin, front of Molotov towards the back of sandbags. Frag grenades being thrown in. Molotov being thrown in towards the backside as well. In fact, Sprout have nominated a B stack, given the fact they have lost Snatchy, Speedy, and Faven. Bomb by Surreal's gonna be fake plant, just in case they pop out to nullify him. Frag grenade being thrown in. Dennis does take a bit of damage. Robin on the edge, making sure no one pops up. Flashbang goes out. Robin takes down Dennis. And now it's just up to Deha. And Deha not electing to go through. It's going to keep that Deagle. That's going to be round number 10 on the board for Endpoint. I still feel that Deha is in that smoke. Round number 10. And Deha's taking down Mighty Max. And Deha has picked up an AK in the end. Good work by Deha there. Endpoint losing a critical AK. And that's going to allow Sprout to buy full utility on all their players. Weird to bite. Flames going to go across the molly. I don't think Dennis expected that. And Dennis won't expect that. Flames just rips his head off. Snatchy goes... DR goes down. Snatchy with the quick trade though. Flames just cleans up middle. Reinforcements coming through for Sprout towards middle, making sure no one can recover any weapons. Mighty Max got Speedy pushing elevator. Flames with a beautiful 2k there. That rush got wrecked. Oh, it didn't get wrecked. It got the two players that it needed to take down, which was Deha. Like, Deha's definitely a big player I wanted to take down. And that was beautiful. Like, they took down Deha and Dennis. And probably the bigger player they took out was Deha. Faven. Oh, he rushed. Okay, that rush get wrecked. Okay, gotcha. Flash has been thrown in. Endpoint going for a B hit. Snatchy's the one guarding it. Oh, it's crucial. Falls down at the worst moment. Now, Mighty Max, he doesn't know where anyone is. Snatchy at the generators. Bomb being planted. Snatchy takes down Surreal. Snatchy at generators going for a retake. They know where Mighty Max is. The Fragonade's going in, and Mighty Max will take even more damage. He can't move because Deha's holding him in. Now, Faven. Deha, Snatchy trying to get any sort of... Oh, man. Snatchy does it in the end. Molotov's being thrown down. Snatchy is burning. He doesn't realize it because he's in the flash. And Snatchy's on 28 HP. He'll go for a peek. Faven might go for a defuse here. That's probably the smartest thing. You know, have... Oh, they got a grenade in hand here. And Faven should be able to take down one. But Faven should be on the defuse right away. Snatchy holding the angle. And Robin peeks up, but Robin's taken out by Snatchy. And Snatchy has completed a 4k to put 11 on the board for Sprout. Snatchy putting on an absolute clinic after Flames' rush of glory, or blaze of glory. He took down Deha and Dennis, and it'll be a timeout for Endpoint. Actually, no, Sprout called a timeout. Sprout probably looking at their economy at the moment. $2v5. I think it was a 2v4, wasn't it? 2v4. And Snatchy picked off one of the players, so it was a 2v3. Like, I don't think it was a 2v5, it was a 2v4. Because Snatchy picked off one of the players. No, not Snatchy. One of the players was traded out. Because Flames was traded out by... wasn't by Snatchy, was it? Or was it by Speedy? I'm not sure. But it was traded out by one of the players. I think it was Faven, actually. So it was 2v4, because Flames was traded out. And Snatchy picked off one of the players. I think Snatchy really helped that retake. Snatchy checking aim aid. God, crucial. Just didn't even have a chance. Flames being tagged up through the Molotov. I'm not sure if there was a rush of glory. Oh, there we go. One for each. Robin's gone in for two more. Now it's a 2v3. Speedy's the last person on the A bomb site. He needs reinforcements quickly. And Speedy goes in towards Dark. Now Mighty Max will pick up the bomb. He's got to look behind him as well. I know it's Edge of Glory. I know it's Bound for Glory. There's a lot of Glory songs. Speedy takes down Surreal. Now it's just Mighty Max all by his lonesome. Mighty Max puts the smoke down. They think he might be planting this. And Mighty Max is going to approach it back with some. But Deha's got a gap in the smoke. Molotov is being thrown down. And Mighty Max will be going for the fake plant. But his leg's going to be spotted. And Dennis does take down Mighty Max with a 12 round 4 Sprout. And no bomb plant. Which means a half bias coming in for Endpoint. They're getting so close. Now there's Edge of Glory. There's Bound for Glory. There's a lot of songs with Glory in it. Like, you know. Edge of Glory is, I think, sung by Lady Gaga, as far as I know. So there's the map. Might bring up the map one day and see if I can scribble across it. So here we go, Speedy. Little bit of duel here, and frag grenades, brilliant. Flames and Crucial being hit, smashed in the face of it. Now we're viewing Dha, Speedy, Faven, partners in crime. Now let's see where Mighty Max and Kuro are going to go here. Flashbang going to be thrown over. Oh man, every time I bring up the map like this, it reminds me of the MC when he was telling Pilski to stop talking in the Dobby voice. He was like, stop. He like wrote stop on the drawing on the map, like scribbled over the map saying stop. Dha, who has spotted Surreal, puts a Molotov down. How long is MDL? MDL usually is 8 to 9 weeks for the league, and usually a flurry of 3 days for the playoffs. Dennis tries. Oh, they've covered the bomb. Crucial, and they might be going to the A bomb site. Yeah, they might be going to the A bomb site because they over-rotated here. As you can see here, Sprout over-rotated. Dennis going to say, hey, we over-rotated. They're going to the A bomb site. Especially since the fact that, you can see here that, well, Crucial doesn't have a good spot, but Flames does, and Snatchy's just eliminated altogether. Jeez. Snatchy's just stamping his footprint on this game. 2 rounds in a row where it's just obliterated any endpoint strategy. But yeah, like, you know, basically you can see here that Sprout over-rotated like this, and then, you know, you got Flames here being like, hey guys, we can rotate here. So they all went all the way down here, and it's Snatchy already in position, just annihilating them, okay? Man, I like the map. Okay? There we go, okay? There we go, let's get back to the game. This is painful to watch. Oh, dude, I can imagine. Like, you know, being a fan of a team, you want them to win. And I can understand, but you'll see what Endpoint can do here. You know, they've been very competitive in this game. You know, I didn't expect them to be super competitive without Thomas, but they're being competitive. They're, you know, knocking down the players. You know, Flames have said to Dha, like, no, you're not going to take me down. Dennis looking for Surreal, and Surreal just not a chance. He has to move from that Molotov. He got into those little, you know, under the stairway. But unfortunately, when that Molotov comes in, you gotta be careful. Snatchy. Oh no. They know where Snatchy is. Molotov's gonna be thrown to his location. Snatchy peeks out, but great work by Flames there. With the one tap. Puts a stop on the big man with the AWP. So 1 for 1 now. Endpoint looking towards a B execute. Dha holding the angle to the stairs, and Dha could get a spray down, and the spray transfer's not perfect. And Mighty Max will go down. A Crucial trades out. 1 for 1 trade so far. All across the map, the bomb has dropped, but fortunately, it is recoverable. Crucial holding the site. Robin will pick up the bomb. Now Sprout. Ooh, Endpoint may have to commit to the B bomb site. Robin just making sure no one's flanking. Molotov can be thrown in. It's going to be a brave Molotov. They don't know where the players are, but they're going to easily rotate over now. Faven at the B connector. Can he take any player on the site? Ooh. Game having a bit of FPS. Frag has been thrown in. Faven's been hit by 2, and Robin's only been hit by slightly, but Crucial should be able to get this kill on Faven, as Faven's only on 16 HP, and now it's Speedy in a 1v2. Crucial throws up a flash, goes for the pre-fire 1-tap. He doesn't want to be killed by Speedy. What's Speedy? And in the end, Crucial will get a 3rd kill and 11th round for Endpoint. And Endpoint put 11 on the board, and, well, Sprout are still able to buy. They've got the money to buy. Endpoint have to win this round to set them to an eco. And most likely will get 13. Smoke being thrown in. Speedy looking through the edge on the smoke. Spot Flames. Keeps spraying through the smoke. Does take up 3-1 Crucial. Mighty Max with the trade, takes down Speedy with the UMP, and I don't think they realized that they weren't versing Nico, they were versing a buy. Crucial takes down Faven, lurking that catwalk area. Snatchy looking to your path. Crucial's not gonna have a chance again, and Snatchy's been doing this all day. Flashbang throws out Snatchy. Well, he's not flashed at all. Snatchy keeps pushing through. Dha goes down, but Snatchy gets his 3rd, and the bomb is in the alternate path. Dennis holding ramp, and now it's just up to Robin in a 1v2. Dennis in a perfect position. Robin takes down Snatchy now on a 1v1. He can actually take the bomb and run to the B bomb side, but he doesn't. And Robin will win that 1v2, and he'll be super, super happy with that, and he'll get that AWP from Snatchy. And they've broken the Sprout economy. Big win there from Robin. I actually didn't expect Robin to win that, but that was beautiful. That was beautiful. Man, imagine coming to a very competitive game like this as Crucial takes down Dennis and claiming that, you know, claiming that a team didn't win from their own skill. Can you imagine that? This game's been very, very close. Nah, I think they still had a bit of a buy in them. Like they had that last buy when Sprout hits 14. Or 15. Like, you know, they're only, like, even if they lost that round, they're only 3 rounds away. Like, realistically, only 3 rounds away. To putting it to OT. It's, like, not lost yet, you know? You can, like, stave off 3 rounds. Especially since Sprout's economy can break in half and Faven with the trade out takes down Robin. Molotov didn't work for Sprout and Crucial takes down Dihar. Ooh, not looking good. They gotta be careful here, but they are getting damage on to the players. Surreal and Flames with the Kobe's makes it 13-13. Surprisingly, it's close. Yeah, you know, it's been a lot of, you know, back and forth affairs. Like, I don't think there's much in this game at the moment. Like, the lowest ADRs, and look to my right, is 61 ADR, and that's from Speedy. And that's the lowest ADR. That's 62.3 on Flames, and 62.7 on Dennis. You know, it's been mainly being a big duel between Dihar and Crucial. Crucial on 80 or 88 ADR, and now, you know, Dihar's on 103 ADR. Crucial's being tagged up. Surreal takes down one, but traded out by Dihar immediately. Of course, I can imagine that, because people say it every time. Yeah, I guess so. I was just saying in a sarcastic manner, saying imagine, like, people saying that when, you know, you're really taking away from the skill of both teams by saying that kind of thing. You're both insulting the professionalism and the ability of both teams, you know? Kind of thing. Flames throws a Molotov in. Mighty Max doesn't know where any of the Sprout players are on the A bomb site. I was making sure it was the A bomb site before I say something silly. Snatchy. Gotta be careful here, because Snatchy is holding the angle. Mighty Max jiggle peeking. Snatchy playing a bit aggressive, and he'll catch Mighty Max in the hip. Smoke's gonna be thrown down. Crucial. Oof. Misses the shot. I'll say like a meme ago. Pretty crucial there. Oh, shot runs out. Snatchy does get a quick shot into Flames. Robin with a trade taking down Speedy. And Faven from the back of sight takes down Robin. And now it's just Crucial left over. Crucial in a 1v3. But Crucial does escape, but doesn't escape the bomb. Dihar gonna throw a flash over for his team. And now Crucial's gonna have to somehow get this done. Goes for the wall bang against the steel wall. Can't find anything. Just hoping at this point. Faven picks up the org. And it's gonna be a 14th round for Sprout. However, Endpoint will have a buy. Like, Endpoint do have a buy. Dihar picks up the AK. Faven picks up an AK. Instead of the org. It'll be 14-13. Now, Crucial kept his orb. He can buy around him. And that's what they're electing to do. Flashbang being thrown out. Mighty Max getting the utility ready. They're going to go for a hard execute on the B bomb side, but Dennis has said no, you will not pass. But Robin does trade it out. 2-for-1 deal. Dihar on the side. Reinforcements coming in from Speedy. Speedy checking the side. Endpoint lost 2 players. Speedy trying to get any sort of damage he can on the Endpoint players. Just a bit on Mighty Max. Speedy throws a better smoke than Dihar. So actually going to put the smoke down behind him. He's going to hold A main. Now Crucial needs to get a pick on Dihar or Speedy to get to the site. Let's see what he can do. Speedy being a bit smarter to not go into Crucial's range. Dihar same as well. And Speedy, got to be careful here because he's wandering into Crucial's range. Crucial misses the shots. And now he's going to jump back instead. Can they spot D-Hard? They're waiting for D-Hard to peek. And they suspect that D-Hard is on safe. And they'll be correct as D-Hard has to move. Almost. Oh, he doesn't. He's good. D-Hard spots Crucial. Takes down Crucial. And D-Hard's just brilliant as Money Max just didn't have a chance. It'll be round number 15 for Sprout. Potentially here. But Robin, he's done a big clutch before. But that's not going to happen. And, well, Sprout might take the 16-13. And someone actually said earlier, don't tell me it's going to end 16-13. It's been such a close game from both teams. It's been such a close game. D-Hard gets his 30 bomb as well. And D-Hard's just been immense the entire map. And D-Hard's just perked up at the right time. And, you know, I wouldn't be upset, you know, as an Endpoint fan at this. Castle from Australia. Indeed I am. I am Australian. Like, I wouldn't be upset at all with Endpoint. Like, they played very well against Sprout. They took Sprout probably to the brink, I'm going to say. Like, they won a few rounds they shouldn't have won. They took a few rounds from Sprout. Dragonade's being thrown in. Surreal with the bomb. Got Deagles and Tech9s. It's going to get him to a side. And see if they can get anything. Welcome, Kenmo, to the stream. First time on my stream? Damn. But welcome. Come to a close game, or towards the end of a close game. It sucks that this game has to end. This game's been very, very good as they come onto the A bomb site. And Snatchy and Dennis just basically take it apart. Great hold so far. Now it's just up to Robin and Flames. Robin has picked up the bomb. And Snatchy's been taken up by Robin. But Robin, well, he's Kobe'd in the end. And Flames, I think he DC'd. And